The doctor is in! I'm Matt Carlins, and this is Just Pro Wrestling News for Wednesday, April 20th, 2022. This update is brought to you by the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Check out the new episode right now, wherever you get your podcasts. Tonight's Dynamite has a pair of Owen Hart Foundation Tournament qualifying matches.
AEW.
Dr. Britt Baker returns to AEW programming in her hometown of Pittsburgh for the first time since she lost the Women's Championship. Baker will face Danielle Kamela, the former Vanessa Borne in WWE. The other Owen Hart qualifier is AEW Tag Champion Jungle Boy versus Kyle O'Reilly. Also tonight, Darby Allin versus Andrade El Idolo in a Coffin match. CM Punk versus Dustin Rhodes. Wardlow versus The Butcher. Hook will be in action on Dynamite for the first time. And Tony Khan will make a, quote, huge announcement, end quote. On last night's Dark, Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks beat Dark Order's Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. And Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland beat the Factory's Aaron Solo and Nick Camarado. Jack Evans says he will not be re-signed by AEW, and his time with the company will end when his contract expires this month.
WWE.
Roxanne Perez, the former Roxy, made her NXT in-ring debut last night, and she got a win over one half of the NXT Women's Tag Champs, Toxic Attraction's JC Jane. It happened while Wendy Chu trashed the Toxic Lounge. The new NXT Tag Team Champions, Pretty Deadly, notched their first title defense. They beat Duke Hudson and Dexter Lumis. Carmelo Hayes beat Santos Escobar after a pair of masked assailants wearing fedoras attacked Escobar at ringside. The former grizzled young veterans, now known simply as Drake and Gibson, lost to the rest of Legado del Fantasma. Grayson Waller beat his former bodyguard Sangha. Zion Quinn got a win over the newly solo Wes Lee. Tiffany Stratton beat Saray. And Natalya beat Tatum Paxley. NXT will present a special Spring Break-In episode in 2 weeks. Braun Breaker will defend the NXT Championship on that show against Joe Gacy after Gacy lured him into a backstage trap last night. Also announced for Spring Break-In, Cameron Grimes defending the North American title in a three-way against Carmelo Hayes and Solo Sikoa.
Impact Wrestling.
The Influence will defend the Knockouts Tag titles against the Inspiration on the Countdown to Rebellion pre-show coming up on Saturday.
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Jake Something has been announced for the New Japan Strong tapings in Philadelphia coming up on May 15th. That is Just Pro Wrestling News for Wednesday, April 20th. Our next update comes your way tomorrow morning, so please rate, review, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. You can also support us by checking out our Patreon page. I'm Matt Carlins. Thank you for listening.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.